Hey family, it's Katrina with the Purple Mushroom Indoor Urban Mushroom Farm located right here in Columbia, South Carolina. And so I'm back with a little bit of information today. I posted a video a while ago where I showed a scrap jar. And a lot of people was like, well, how did you get here to the point of harvesting these beautiful pink oyster mushrooms? And so I wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of how I, arrived at harvesting the pink oyster mushrooms. Here you see me layering some wheat straw. And so, some people call it hay. We call it wheat straw around here. And I'm also breaking up a spent oyster mushroom block, and it's a pink oyster mushroom block. The container that I'm using is a recycled jar I was able to obtain from my family's restaurant and save it from the landfill. And what I'm doing is just layering this jar, and we call them scrap crows, like a lasagna. So we put some straw at the bottom, some spent um, mushroom block in it, which is a mixture of mycelium, hardwood, soy hulls, whole oats, and a few other things to razzle dazzle the mushroom grow. And so we put it in there, and I'm just layering it. We've soaked this wheat straw overnight in some cold water and hydrated lime. And so what I usually do is use, if you could see in the video, there's like a black bin in the back with a yellow top on it. That's what I use for these projects. I fill it up with some water, about a quarter cup of hydrated lime, and I soak the straw overnight. I'm not measuring this straw. I'm just using enough and eyeballing it to make a few of these scrap grow containers. And so I'm just using the spent block from a kit that I had. So the kit was a pink oyster. We harvest and fruited the kit probably twice at this point. And so I'm breaking it up, and that is what I'm using. That is what I am using for this scrap grow. And so the straw, back to the straw. Once we let it sit for 24 hours, that is a screen that you see where I'm taking the straw from. The next morning, I will drain it, and I will let it drain pretty good. Not dry, not soaking wet, but just a nice drain, so I can put it in the jar. And so we want to end at the top with a layer of straw. So we start with a layer of straw on the bottom, and we're going to end after we layer it like lasagna. The last layer is going to be a layer of straw. Try to wipe it off and make it look nice and not so messy and dirty. And so that is what it look, the jar will look like. And we will take that, and I'm not sure if you're going to see it in this video or not, but we're going to put some micro pore tape on the holes. Micro pore tape, same type of tape you put on a wound if you want to cover it, but you still want it to breathe. And so we'll do some micro pore tape to keep all the fungus gnats out, but still allow the mycelium to breathe and grow. I am just showing you how you could spray your scrap grow bucket. Keep it nice and moist. This will be placed inside of a tent, but in your home you can place it on a counter. Make sure you put it on a tray or a dish or a plate. And then you play the wait game. You're going to let it sit and let the mycelium run through the whole jar. It's going to take about 15 days, maybe a little longer, before the mycelium has ran through the entire jar. And then a few more days before you start to see baby mushrooms pin out of the holes. Don't worry about the size of the holes. The mushrooms are going to come out just fine. And you see the final product. These are the pink oysters that I harvested on that other video out of the same type of situation setup. And so have fun with it. Enjoy, harvest, eat, repeat. Thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, it's Katrina with the purple mushroom. Peace.